How's it going? Sorry, I just ran into something. I gotta take care of this real quick. No, get to live. Dope. How long will we be live? I just hopped on right now. I'll probably be live for like hour and a half, 2 hours. Anyways, how's you guys going tonight? We're gonna do a Q&A. Last time I had Dark on, so it wasn't really a Q&A. It was more of him just talking with me. But I want to be this one more of a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I'm just glad to be out. You know what? It's Sunday. The week's about to start tomorrow. Kids are going back to school. A little bit weird. I wish I could take them to school. I can't yet because I'm still on house arrest, but that'll be coming soon. So not a big deal. I'm just glad to be home. Like, man, it blew their mind too when I came home. 40 Smith and Wesson for the win, and NFA is unconstitutional. Yeah, we'll schedule a live for a different time. I can come on your channel too. Just let me know. Did the Well, chat's going really fast. All right, glad you're out. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Too many. Want a Beretta 96. You just have 140. I've never really been a Beretta fan. Like, I shouldn't say that. I like them. I do shoot them, especially the Beretta 92. I mean, that's an iconic movie gun. John McClane used it. The military used it forever. Like, pretty awesome. But as far as like Beretta models, like I don't even know what a Beretta 96 is. So I did play with one of their CCW ones that had this weird rotating barrel. It was kind of cool, I guess. Oh, and the Beretta Pico. I know what that one was. I have a soft spot for the Beretta 92. Everyone has a soft spot for the Beretta 92. You can't not have a soft spot if you're a 90s kid because that was the Die Hard gun. Not to mention every other movie it was in. Oh, what else we got here? Good to see you. Oh, man. Thank you. Hey there. What's going on, Crump? Crumpy. Oh, what else we got here? Here's a question for what do you think first time purchasers, first time gun owner, budget 200. I mean, the trade-ins are good. Look at the condition. Usually you just got a bunch of holster wear, which in my opinion looks cool. So I'm not really that familiar with the M&P 1. I don't know if that's different than the Smith & Wesson M&P. The Smith & Wesson M&P seemed fine. But yeah, check it for holster wear. Usually it'll already have night sights on it. If not, you might want to upgrade those because they burnt out. Like we've had a couple of police trade-ins come through the store back when I was running, and that was usually the case. You could see where it was coming in out of a holster, and the tritium in the night sights was dead. But other than that, quality firearm. And if you can get one for that budget, that's not bad because that budget really for handguns are limited to Taurus. And not hating on the company, but nobody wants a Taurus if they don't have to. Hey, how's my audio sound? Are we good? How was the Smith & Wesson M&P stack up against Surplus LE? I'm not familiar with the Beretta APX. Sorry about that. And I'm not skipping your guys' comments. I'm just going through really fast. So basically when I come over, boom, I'm picking like one on the bottom. Thank you for the 5x5 by audio. Unfortunately, I'm demonetized, so we don't have a super chat. I do have the code in the corner of the screen right there. We can use that as a super chat. That's my Cash App. Just zoom in and screenshot it, and then even if you send $1, it'll pop up on my phone, and then I'll make sure to hit that comment because obviously you're paying for your comment to get read, so it gets priority. 92 is kind of okay. If you can slow the chat down, I believe, or have an opinion rather. The chat just goes by fast. I can't slow it down. Otherwise, if I try to pause it, then there's 100 comments beneath it. Good program. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back on. I really enjoy doing YouTube. I always have. And that was hard being incarcerated. The whole time I'm in there, I'm like, man, if I just had a camera and a laptop right now, I'd be going. Can you drink alcohol now? No, I cannot. So because I'm on house arrest, I'm still under BOP rules. Yes, I'm not on a no drink. Obviously, if I go to the probation office and I piss for alcohol in a cup and I'm coming there shit faced, it's going to be a problem. Or I get into a bar fight, obviously, it's going to be a problem. But BOP rules, because that's what I'm still technically in BOP custody. Alcohol is not allowed in the BOP. So, no, I cannot drink at this point in time. How long are you going to be on house arrest? Sorry, the screen shakes every time I press the button. I wonder if I can't put something behind here to give it a little support. I think we're just gonna have to deal with the screen shaking. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on house arrest. Technically, I got like 8 more months or something like that of incarceration. So that's the longest I'll be on there for now. Question. Love the little avatar. I see my wristband right there. My girl was very proud of herself. She made those herself. Question. Should I stay here or jump on Yankee stream? That's up to you, man. I'm just here for entertainment. I'm here to entertain you guys. So if I'm not entertaining, definitely jump over to his stream. Are you going to offer any of the t-shirt designs on Only Tactical Fans, but in a sweater? I would love to get a sweater. Yes, I do some in the sweaters. Obviously, it takes me a while to generate merchandise. So I'm doing a lot of t-shirts, and then I'll probably go through and do a bunch of different sweater designs, then go back to t-shirts. I do have MREs coming, so that's going to be jumping on the store pretty quickly. And then some other stuff, working on that. I'll let you guys know when that's up there. I'd say probably by the end of the month, there'll be MREs and stuff on the store as well. Good to see you again. Thanks, man. I miss being on here. Like, you guys don't just miss me. I miss you guys as well. You got a flat type of stream. I'm cool with going on anybody's streams. It was your guys' accumulative support with me that helped me get through all this. It wasn't just like one channel or one donator. It was everybody like donating $10 and $20. Like, that all added up. And because of that, I'm willing to go on all your guys' streams because I owe it back to you. Without all of you guys working together, I could not have made it through this like how I did. He wants you, and so does his audience. Yup. You need a new pointer. Yes, I do. Not sure what I'm gonna do for a pointer yet. Hopefully I'll win my appeal soon, and I was thinking about maybe a katana or like a battle axe. Maybe I think that would make a pretty cool pointer. Who knows? Maybe I'll just use some firearm once I win my appeal. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I like bludgeoning objects or sharpened objects, something like that. I feel like it's just better when you're waving it around in front of the camera. It's got that shock and awe factor. Probably gonna go to like a Japanese katana. That's what I'll probably use for a pointer once I win my appeal. ATF can't stop our freedom sponsoring triggers. ATF doesn't do anything for alcohol or tobacco. They used to. Once upon a time, we used to have cigarette vending machines in our bars and stuff. And they would send in a decoy. It was just a random person, well over the age of 18. They'd send him into the bar, and he'd go buy a pack of cigarettes out of the vending machine. And because the bartender didn't card him and like try to stop him, boom, they'd smoke the bartender with this huge fine. Yeah, that's why you don't see cigarette machines in bars anymore. Thank you, ATF. I appreciate that. Not that I smoke anymore or go to bars, but still, when I did, that was a big deal to me. Glad you're back. It would be awesome to have with you and your wife talk about subjects together. I tried to get her to come on. She's not a big fan of being on YouTube. She's coming around to it, though. I think we're going to wind up doing a stream together. I even sent her a link to this stream. So who knows? Maybe she'll pop in and say hi. I mean, you just never know. Could you do a video adding into the video you made on barrels, especially pros and cons of each types of barrel and different lines. Yeah, I could probably do something like that. I've been on the game for a while, so I'll have to do a little bit of research and get back up to speed on it. But yeah, I could definitely do a different barrels video because I went into that topic hard. When I first started going at the gun shop, there was all these AR-15s you could buy at all these different price points, and I had to figure out what separates them. Why is this one more expensive than this one? What do people prefer? Why does this barrel cost more than this one? And I had to figure all that out so I could give that information to the customer. So I'm very schooled on barrels and like the advantages and disadvantages. Am I an expert? By no means. I'm still just a hobbyist, but I could definitely put out my information I'm aware of on them. Why did they not let me click? Would be nice to have you guys together on camera. Yes, we did pop on for just a little bit on that one stream, but yeah, I'm trying to get her on. If I took legal advice, would it be stealing? It would definitely be stealing. Plus, a really stupid idea. Don't take legal advice from me. When we're talking about laws and stuff like that, it's still under the context of we're exploring it as novice or enthusiasts. By no means are we lawyers or anything like that. We're just exploring our versions of the law, which could honestly be wrong. We just don't know. But what's the novice interpretation of the law? Because that's the whole point of the law anyways. It's supposed to be written in a way that you can understand, that I can understand. If we're understanding it wrong and we're getting it wrong, clearly the law is flawed and it needs to be changed. Matt, you should go to law school, dude. Nah, yeah, not doing that one. I definitely don't have the patience for that. Howdy, y'all. Wolverines. A piece of tin isn't a machine gun. I 100% agree, and I think everyone else does. But the jury really didn't get that question put in front of them. But the prosecutor did have 2 weeks to convince them it was anything but a piece of metal. But again, it was written in the jury instructions. It didn't matter. The question was, did I make videos? Yes, I did. Thank you, brother, for all you do. Man, I'm just doing what I find is my dream job. Like, even as a kid, I always wanted to be like on TV, but it wasn't possible back then. Way back then, when I wanted to be a movie star, you basically had to go under the producer's desk to get anywhere in the entertainment field. When YouTube came out, it took me a little bit to realize what that actually meant for me. But when I figured it out, I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do for a job. Why are you wearing your hat like that? Well, because my head's got an odd shape. So it's got this oval shape like that, right? So the bills on these particular hats, the 5950s, are too wide. So if I wore it straight forward, it'd hang off on the sides and looks absolutely retarded. And I'd look like I'm trying to be some sort of gangster. So I got to have it slightly off to the side so the bill doesn't hang off to the edge. But I also need a hat on because when you're on camera, especially bald people like me, if you're not wearing some sort of hat, you get a lot of reflection back into the camera unless you could turn your lights down. But the particular camera I use, the Canon, or this camera right here, needs quite a bit of light. Otherwise, it just gets this grainy, kind of off looking. Now, I'm not a videographer. Maybe there's a way I could fix it. I'm not aware of that yet. Plus, I enjoy the hats. I've been wearing hats since I was 18 because that's when I first started going bald. Yeah, I'm fine with being bald now, but an 18-year-old kid definitely is not. So what I did, bam, throw on the hat, and then I went from there. And it just kind of grew on me. So that's the whole reason behind it. And even if I did put it forward, well, now as you can see, it looks like I got bags underneath my eyes because of the shadows it casts, and it looks like I'm sort of druggy or I haven't slept in a while. You pretty much have to wear your hat backwards on camera when you're doing a filming setting if that's what you're going to do. It's not mandatory, but it's a good idea. What? What was on the jury? I don't understand the question. So glad you are. Yeah, Crump, man, I'm glad to be out too. It's. Let me tell you, at the beginning of your sentence, it feels like never going to happen. And it's terrible being in county, watching people just going through the revolving door. And you're like, when's my turn? When do I get to go home? But now that I'm out, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Matt, how is your health? Is the treatments going well? Oh, so that was a big mix-up. What had actually happened was in order to file an 821, which I should have qualified, an 821 is for first-time offenders that don't have a criminal history, that don't have a violent crime. You apply for an 821 and it brings the guidelines down by 2 points. If that could have happened, it would have taken almost a year off of my sentence. I would have been here a year ago. So I applied for my 821, but in order to apply for the 821, you first need to petition the prison you're at to go home, the warden. You have to satisfy that first. The only petition form they have is a terminal illness form. Even though I drew a line for it and then wrote in, I'm applying for an 821, I qualify for an 821, please let me go. Because it was a terminal illness report, and I think the prosecutor took advantage of that fact, she put out there that I was qualifying to go home because I was terminally ill. I'm not terminally ill. Yes, I did in fact have cancer. Yes, it was a 2-inch or a 40-millimeter tumor. They pulled it out of my butt, but further testing, it looks like I'm okay. Yes, there's still polyps on my lungs that need to be scanned it's either 3 or 6 months. I forget which one because I haven't had it done in a while, to make sure they're not growing because it's precursors for lung cancer. As of right now, I'm cancer-free. So I'm good right now. That could change tomorrow, but right now, yes, I'm healthy. I'm good to go. I didn't have to go through chemo. They were able to just cut it out of me. So that's where I'm more with that. 40 millimeters extreme. Yeah, that's really big. I couldn't figure out why it always felt like I had to poop. Like I'd go poop and it still felt like I had to poop. Well, that explains it. When did you serve in the U.S. Army? I did not. I am just a gun enthusiast. I've never been a Leo. I've never been in the military. I did take my ASVAB test and try to go for the military, but I did something so incredibly wrong. The recruiters ignored my phone calls after I had taken the ASVAB. So I don't know what I did wrong on there, but it was bad. So no, I did not wind up going into the military. Are those polyps or TB scars? I think they're polyps. I've never had TB. Finally. Lucky you. And the Ryan show would be great. Would be great for you to tell your story. I'm fine with going on anyone's live streams. Just let me know. Like I said, it was your guys' communicative support of me that made me through all this. All those $10 donations, $5 donations, all of those added up. Trying to pin this comment to the top of the thread. Did it pin? I can't see if it pinned or not. But anyways, that comment that I just tried to pin, that's the comment to my Cash App, and that's going to be the step in for Super Chats for the foreseeable future. I'm trying really hard to get my YouTube monetization on so you guys can do Super Chats and all that stuff, but they're not doing it. I messaged them back, and apparently somebody made a duplicate account of mine. And I'm like, well, hey, we'll just delete it. Not a big problem. They're like, well, we can't delete it because the name on your ID doesn't match the name on the account. So I need you to go in there and change the name on the account so the account's in your name so we can delete it. And I'm like, I don't have access to this account. I never made an account. I'm positive this is not my account. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. I can't change the name on the account, and without a Google AdSense account, you can't get paid on YouTube regardless of the channel. You got to have a Google Access account. I have a couple of ideas to maybe like try to figure out how to get past all that, but that's just where I'm at right now. Yeah, so the Cash App, which the little QR code's right there, or that's the Cash App you type in there. That's what we'll use as Super Chats, and if one pops up, which holy crap, one did 9 minutes ago. I apologize. I'm slipping. I should have been looking at my phone. It's a $5 Super Chat. I'm going to say initials because I don't know if you want your name said. So it's JN, because I didn't get a chance when you were in. And man, that's totally fine. So I got another Super Chat from come on, load up. Another super chat from TL. From No Panic 631. You in Peanuts. Not sure what that. In Piners? Sorry, I'm not really sure what you're saying. But it's from No Pain 631. Thank you, man. Appreciate the $5. All right. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, man. Fred Dirks. CRS, what's it stand for? So it actually used to stand for Coloma Resale, believe it or not. And that's what my channel was actually named for a while, because that was the name of the gun shop me and my family were doing. But as my channel started to grow, I just wasn't getting the traction I wanted to get, because I think the name was turning people off. So then I was like, I tried a couple of different things. I tried Matt Hoover. I tried Mike Concho. Still wasn't getting it. And then I put CRS Firearms for Coloma Resale Firearms. And then, now all of a sudden I'm getting traction. So, it's actually originally stood for Coloma Resale, but now just as an ongoing joke, it's Can't Remember Shit Firearms. Oh, Mike Concho. That was actually my fake name, Mike Concho. That worked out pretty well, because when people dug into the FFL, my dad's name was actually Mike Hoover, and he was the starring name on the FFL, so they'd see Mike Concho, and then they'd see Mike Hoover, and they'd assume that my name was Mike Hoover, so it'd throw them off the crumb trail when they were trying to find my physical address in that. So that worked out pretty good. Now it doesn't matter, because you type in CRS Firearms on the internet, you see my name, my physical address, probably my cell phone number, my medical records, my credit score. Yeah, it's pointless to try to hide my name now. It's a little bit too late for that. Pimp and Strong. One second. I gotta send a text message real quick. Can't talk, live streaming right now. So when are you going to move to Texas, brother? I have to look at Texas. I don't even know where a good spot to live is in Texas. It could literally be anywhere. Like Wisconsin has specific spots. Where I live is completely different from, say, Kenosha or Milwaukee or Madison. So you really have to know Texas. So basically I want to talk to somebody that actually lives there and then go from there. So if you live in Texas, where's a good spot to live in Texas? And I did get another Super Chat or Cash App, which the little QR code's right there. Just zoom in and screenshot it if you want to send one. This one's from CH. God bless you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. $20 too. Thank you. That's pretty awesome. Apologize for that. Everyone's trying to get a hold of me, and my daughter's like, "Can we make cinnamon rolls?" I'm like, "Yeah, make cinnamon rolls. Just don't set the house on fire." Back to the chat here. Have you thought about opening a daycare? I heard about that in Minnesota. So let me get this straight. They opened a daycare in Minnesota and got paid millions of dollars to watch their own kids. Am I understanding this wrong? CRS, what is one thing you wish you had done with viewers before your indictment? Well, I was actually just about to shoot a video. I was about to test the sight of handguns, the height of them. I had a couple of different handguns with different heights, and I had a shot timer. I was going to prove my theory that the shorter the sight is on the handgun, the faster you are. Just because with the taller sights, you can lose the front sight behind the back sight, and it slows you down. So we're on the. But that was the only thing. Otherwise, like I pretty much did what I wanted when I wanted, so there was no real like regrets. I kind of wish I would have taken the profit out to long range because I really wanted to shoot 1,000 yards. And that's the whole point of that rifle. But by the time I got the barrel squared away, I basically got indicted right after that. So I never had a chance to go to the range. That was in rotation. The ammo was ready. The barrel was squared away. I had my Kestrel. That was all learned. That was all good to go. All I was doing was waiting for the weather to clear up, and then I was going to the 1,000-yard range. But, well, that never happened. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, you just can't live your life in regret. You got to push forward. Daycare so LEOs can learn how the law is. A1, A2, A4. Good luck, Bloody. Texas turning blue. Is Texas turning blue? I know a whole bunch of people from California migrated to Texas before I got incarcerated. Hello from England. Can you not also stream on Rumble? I haven't actually made a Rumble account yet. I'm going to. Now, from what I understand on Rumble, their super chats work for like PayPal or something like that. And I also got permanently banned from PayPal, so I couldn't set up super chats on there anyway. Now, from what I understand, the gaming people, they use a streaming platform that has its own tip service. Kind of like how I use StreamYard, so I can get the little image in the corner and I can put your comments on the screen. I guess they use their own tipping service, so that would work. I'm exploring that, trying to find out different ones and seeing if maybe that's something I can do for there. But other than that, right now, the only thing I can do for a tipping service is the Cash App, which I got the QR code in the center. And it's Matthew, I don't even remember the name. It's like Hoover Family or something like that. It's, Hoover Family 1520. Check out Super Tips. Now, is that a streaming service or is that just for tips? Because I want to do like an actual streaming service. Which I did get another Cash App. It's from JS. And remember, if you want me to say your name, put it in there. I just don't want to just say the names because usually people have their real full name in there. And a lot of people don't want that up. So just put in your comment, this is the name. Kiddos and wives are great. Here standing with you. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, my wife held it down. I'm very thankful for that. Like, that was pretty amazing. What is car channel? Oh, so the car channel is CRS off track. Let me make sure I'm saying the name right. So this is the car channel right there. CRS, oh, it's backwards on the camera, but it's CRS off dash track. So I haven't uploaded to theirs in 1,142 days and 4 hours. So I do need to upload something there, but that's obviously not my primary channel because this is, and I can't get paid on that channel even if I went hard on that channel. So that's more of a hobby channel. I do upload there, but it's not like the grind like I do on this channel. That I just upload there when I see something that I can do a video on. I'm like, oh, that's a great video idea. So I'm going to do that. The car channel is not dead. It is still on YouTube. What video editing software have you used for YouTube channel and how did you go about getting monetized? So I started off with not editing at all. It went directly from my camera to YouTube. So I used to shoot my videos in a single take. I just keep redoing it until I ultimately got it in a single take. But as you notice, my original videos, it's all fisheye because I was shooting it from a GoPro. So eventually, to get rid of the fisheye, I had to start editing. Now, shooting it in a single take did work pretty good for teaching me how to be in front of the camera because you reshot a video several times because you had to do a 5-minute video with no mistakes. That was the only way to do it. So anyways, then as I started to learn YouTube more, I wound up going to Pinnacle Studios. That was my first editing software. There was one before that, but I don't remember the name of it. So I went Pinnacle Studios, and now I got one on this computer. I don't want to pull it up because I don't want the computer to go down. Is there a way I can see it? No, I can't see it without closing this main screen. It's garbage. I spent like $100 on it. As soon as I got locked up, though, I'm like, babe, you need to get a quality software because, yeah, the software I use works, but you have to do a whole bunch of runarounds to make things happen because it's not intuitive, because it's cheap. Go and buy a quality software. She brought Final Cut Pro. Whatever one goes on because there's two competing softwares. There's one for Mac and then there's one for Apple. Is it Mac and Apple or? Anyways, there's Apple and then there's the other company, the two competing softwares. She bought the competing software for the Apple. Yeah, that was intuitive. Within like 5 videos, she was just cruising, figuring out how to edit. Everything was going great. I've been using that software now, and it's amazing. I don't have to figure out workarounds for anything. If I want to know how to do something, I just go into YouTube and I'm like, hey, how to do this on boom, and bam, there's like 100 tutorial videos, and it's super easy to do. Really easy to diagnose problems too. So I'm very happy with that software. If you have the money, get a good software. It makes it so much easier. Now, once you get monetized, back in the day, there was no thresholds or anything like that to get monetized. I was monetized at like 30 subscribers. Yeah, it took me a couple of years before I got my first $100 check. But the point is you can monetize right away. Now you have to get to 1,000 subscribers, have so many hours and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm not even really sure what the thresholds are anymore. Where'd my water go? There it is. All right, what do we got here? Resolve is free, and I hear it's good. I'll have to check that out. All right, so I got another Super Chat or Cash App. It's from... Glad you're out here, bud. It's from K. I'm just going to cover up his name. We'll just call him K. $5. Thank you. I do appreciate it, and I'm glad I'm out too. I'm glad I'm back in front of the camera. Like, I really, truly, truly did miss it. Like, that whole, like, oh, if you get a job you like, you never work a day in your life. Yeah, it's true. I really enjoy my job. I like truck driving and automotive too, but I eventually burnt out on that. I'm not burning out on YouTube. I'm really actually enjoying this. I don't know. This is my place. This is where I like to be. Did you feel... It doesn't work that way. You have to have... I'm assuming you're talking with someone else in the chat. That was a 5 for me. Oh, appreciate it, man. I served videos up using... Nice, nice. Do you feel... How are you economy to be a free man again? So there was a transition, I guess you would call it, which I went through in the halfway house. Probably like 2 days, I just had to sit down and just play on my phone and just suck everything in and get reacclimated back with society. I missed a lot. When I went in, AI was not really a thing. Like it was, but it was more of a niche thing. There was like all the little dark circle gaming boys would talk about like AIs and stuff like that. But general like mainstream use, no, it was not a thing. Same with like VPNs and stuff like that. Now that I came out, yeah, that's all mainstream. Everyone's using AI, which is crazy powerful. It's actually very useful if you're looking to get a channel right away, because now your whole editing team and research team and that is all $9 a month. Like, yeah, you got to fact check a lot of the stuff the AI says, but it's really good at crunching mass data into something consumable, which is basically the premise of YouTube. Taking a complex topic and consuming it, chewing it up, and then spoon feeding it out so it's easy to understand for the layman's. Welcome home, Matt, and Happy New Year to the whole family. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And I'm glad to be home. Welcome to this stream. Matt, do you have a Venmo? We do have one. I don't know the information about it. You'd have to ask Erica about that. If anything, just jump in one of her... Probably shoot her a message on Instagram. That's a good way to PM her. How is the pawn shop doing? So that's probably getting sold. After I got incarcerated in that, because this is a town of 450 people. So shops cannot survive off of foot traffic. what was making that shop propped up was me doing videos there and drawing in customers from all around the area. That's what kept it going. Now that the feds had indicted me and I had to pull away from the shop, the foot traffic just petered out to basically nothing. So my dad's actually in the process of selling that to someone as we speak. I don't know for sure if he's going to sell it or not, but I know he was talking about it. How did the inmates? So yeah, you wouldn't believe it or not, the majority of prison is right-leaning. Yeah, the coalition, which is the SOs, they're almost exclusively left. There's a couple of right people sprinkled in there, but generally speaking, yeah, the prison system's right-leaning, or at least the people I ran into anyway. So everyone was very excited that Trump won, and they were not looking forward to Kamala winning at all. Oh God, 450 people. I would never work in a town. 750 people. It's dead quiet. Oh, it is. And that's why I wanted to live here. And that's why YouTube works out so good, is because I can work in this town and still make a living. If I had to work like a normal job in here, it's almost not possible. There's a couple of decent jobs in the area, but realistically speaking, they don't put a high paying job in a town of 450 people. It just doesn't work that way. So I wanted to live here, and YouTube works with that, because then I can draw in money from outside the town, and I can live in a nice quality town and a great place to raise my kids. Not saying it's immune to violence or anything like that. Yeah, my kids could totally get picked up by some creep and they could get murdered. But generally speaking, I think that it's just better in a small town and less chance of that going on, because the ratio of psychopaths, if you have 1 million people, if it's 10%, there's going to be 10%. If there's 450 people and 10%, well, now you only got, 45? I mean, 10% is obviously a high number. The point is, like, the statistical probability of an axe murder or something being in this town, I feel, is less likely. So it just helps me sleep better at night. What's up? Did I hit this one? Why is it still got a red dot? Okay. All right. That's one of the few questions off the table. You can ask anything else, though. All double tap algorithm. Question: what's the first firearm you will buy when you get your rights back? So I've spent a lot of time thinking about that. I want to get an M16 clone. I want it in a 112 twist barrel, and I want to feed it 45 grain ammunition, because that smashes body armor to like 30 yards, like everything but level 4 plates. The next one, I want to get an M1A 22-inch barrel, and I want the steel either Cerakoted or Parkerized green. I want a wood stock. I want it like all like old school, like Vietnam Marine looking. Probably a green sling on it, and I'll probably put national match sights on it, and then I'll feed that probably 150 grain match ammunition or 150 grain AP ammo, and that's going to also be a body armor slapper. Past that, I didn't really think past that. Those were the only two that were still in my mind of things to buy when the whole indictment. I was in the process of like picking out the M1A and the M16 while I got indicted. I found the barreled receiver. That's already picked out. It's already got the barrel. It's already a chrome line barrel. That's ready to go. I just got to send it in and get it Cerakoted, and then pick out the wood stock, sling it up, and then put on sights. Why is my phone popping up trying to talk to me? No. Anyway, but that's what it'll be. It'll either be an M16 A1 clone. Well, not A1, it's just M16, because I like the 3-prong flash hider. Or an M1A 22-inch green steel wood stock, like Marine Corps style. Hey, can't find your wife's Instagram. Sorry, bud. Here, let me pull it up real quick. So it is pretty in pink, 0421. I don't know if it's going to focus. I can type it in real quick. Give me a second. But this is the best place to send her messages. Oh, it didn't have the. Why are my keys not working? So this goes after the name. So it's Pretty in Pink 0421. That's her Instagram. Where are we at here? When did you get glasses? Because a thing, or did you wear them before? So I've actually needed glasses for probably since 2013. That's when it really became noticeable that, oh yeah, my eyes aren't the best anymore. But I didn't really like wearing them in camera because of the reflection. Like, see that? But it makes it hard to read. Now, the reason I'm wearing glasses in my recent videos is because before I used to always write everything on the whiteboard, or in this case, the light board of knowledge. But I'm trying to do more complex topics, and my girl was using a teleprompter. So instead of trying to write everything on there and it's not legible and no one can read it on there anyway, I just kind of write the premise of the video on there. And then instead of putting my bullet points back there, I put them up on the teleprompter and I can't read them with my glasses off. So I either got to buy contacts or get LASIK. Like, I can't even read any of these comments right now on the screen. Now I can. So that's the deal with the glasses. Man, glad you did not give up on the show. I almost did. Dude, when that reporter, then the best way I can describe him, did that hit piece article on me and the channel got permanently demonetized, that was a hit. That really, really was. And I was like, man, when I get out, like, maybe I should just go to a car channel. Maybe I should just do something else. Honestly, what really, really saved me, I mean, yes, I did decide before I got out that I'm going to push forward with this channel. What really, like, put the nail in the coffin, like, hey, I'm going to continue to do this, because they got greedy. They didn't just hit this channel. They went on after my Google AdSense account. So it wouldn't matter if I did some other channel, because I can't get monetized anywhere. So if I can't get monetized anywhere, why not just stay on this channel? So it's their fault I didn't leave this channel. They could have not got greedy. They could have just demonetized this channel, but no, they had to go after my AdSense too. So I'm staying on this channel. Not to mention, I really enjoy the Second Amendment politics, and it all kind of fits. So I don't have super chats right now because obviously I can't get monetized. So I have a QR code right there. You have to zoom in on that and then screenshot it, and that'll take you to the Cash App. Or the Cash App is Hoover Family 1520. And that's basically what we're using for Super Chats. Super Chats, he's demonetized, unfortunately. And it sucks, too, because a lot of people like to do Super Chats. And I think it's cool, too. Like, I'll even be on channels. It's nice to see your comment pop up on the screen and everything like that. Like I was saying earlier, I'm looking for a different streaming service that has its own tipping service, because that's what gamer channels do. And I know that it's there because they'll stream on so many different platforms. They have to have a centralized tipping thing. And then they'll have that, so then their comments pop up. And so I'm still kind of like sifting through, trying to find out exactly what I'm going to wind up doing for that. Anyways, this is the Cash App right there. We just use it like that. Most people's name comes through in their full name, and I don't want to like dox anyone. So if you send one, I'm just going to say your initials. If you want me to actually say your name, write it in the comment, and I'll say it when I read the comment. So Rumble works off of PayPal from what I understand. So I couldn't get monetized on there either because they also hit my PayPal. Super tip, Matt. Check it out, man. Oh, you're saying for the service. Yeah, I will. I'm still filtering through them. I started last time before I did my stream a week ago, but then I got lazy and I stopped doing it. So I'll have to start filtering through and finding the tipping service I'd like to use. Do you have what? Do you have any speech enhancements? I don't think so. I can play with the mic. Do you want me to play with the gain and stuff on the mic and try to get the audio better? Is the audio not good? Because I know I can like turn it. It sounds like a robot and stuff. And it's been 3 years since I've touched a button, so it's very possible it got messed with. Let me watch and see if the audio is good. 5x5. Giving speeches is... I don't know. Did you meet any feds or boots that thought of your case as BS? Yeah. All of them, actually. All of them were like, man, you need to win your appeal, because if you don't, yeah, we're all screwed. So generally speaking, when they would talk to me, because you're not supposed to talk to the guards, like it's just not, that's not how things are supposed to work. So when they would, yeah, they were usually very sympathetic to me, words of encouragement, all that stuff. Dang, he's really blind. Yeah, I definitely am. Do you have any dyslexia? So I did. I pretty much got that figured out. Yeah, but yeah, I used to always struggle with like B's and D's and 9s and 6s and stuff like that, and I'd write the wrong ones in. YouTube takes 33% of super chats. This is true. YouTube does take 33% of super chats, and Cash App doesn't. So that's pretty cool. That's the one positive to the Cash App. Other than I get exponentially less. Like I can see the difference with how many Cash Apps I get versus how many super chats I used to get in a stream, which is whatever. You know what? You just got to roll the punches. I just enjoy being on here streaming. So I can't complain too much. I really, truly do enjoy doing YouTube. Send in Erica message asking if she let her know. Their viewer was asking if she's coming on the stream. Yeah, I'll tell her to check her Instagram, because she's almost home right now. Because a lot of times, if it's the first time you message someone on Instagram, it'll move your comment to private or restricted. So like every day, I automatically check my chat and see if there's any restricted, but I don't know if she does or not. Somebody sent you a private message on Instagram. Check your filtered messages. All right, I sent her a message right now. Super tips only take 1%. Now, is super tips an actual streaming service, or is it just a tipping service? Like, how does that work? Like, will it pop up on the stream where they can just hit a button? I'll Venmo, then PayPal is the saint. Oh. What was your favorite meal while on vacation? Probably Burger Day would be up there. Actually, you know what? Salad Day was above that, because Salad Day only came like once a month. Yeah, most of the trades would be a handful of salad and maybe a dressing packet. But like once a month, we get like an actual like real salad with a hard-boiled egg and little chunks of ham in it. Not ham, because you don't have any real pork products in prison because of the muzzies and stuff. But there'll be like little chunks of meat in there and vegetables and cheese and stuff like that. And because it's something you don't normally eat and you get the same thing so frequently, it's nice to have stuff that's different. The burgers, on the other hand, it's hard to mess up a burger. Like, generally speaking, they were consistently good. Yeah, that's hilarious. Did you do water bags for weights? No, and actually I figured somebody would ask that question sometime, so I brought this home with me. So you can get, these are laundry bags, right? This is a shorter one. They have ones that are slightly longer, and I had a longer one that you can fit 7 12-packs in, and then you can do your curls. Do your curls like that, and then you sit on your toilet, and then you take your 7 12-packs, and you have somebody hold the top one, do your military presses, bam, bam. Then you set the 12-packs on your back, and you weighted push-ups, the laundry bag, and the swords were the way to go. If you made water bags or sandbags or anything like that, when they did shakedowns, and they did them constantly, pop your water bags or take your sandbags, and you could even get a shot for them. The 12 packs of soda, you bought them off commissary. The laundry bags, it literally has your name stitched into it. So you're good to go. So the laundry bag and 12 packs of sodas are the way to go. I'm guessing, you know what? Let me ask real quick. How much does a 12 pack of soda weigh? So yeah, a 12 pack of soda is about 10 pounds, and that's what we guessed it at. So yeah, 4 or 5 of them, you got 50. You could stack it up, get as much as 70 pounds for curling. The 12 pack of sodas was where it was at. Then I'd roll it up, the top like this, and put like 3 12 packs in there, so that's 30 pounds, then roll it over my hand like that, and do lawnmower pulls. That worked pretty good. She said she checked her Instagram messages, so you should have a reply there, or she's at least seen your message. That's pretty good. Bam. Don't ask him about past items. Yep, that's a question we're not touching. That's pretty good. I meant speaking gun circles, rights, or law enforcement, or showing. I've never done any professional speaking besides on YouTube. I just like to talk. When I was a kid, they'd always be like, "Who put a quarter in you?" Because you wouldn't shut up, which is weird because I was autistic. I didn't know I was autistic at the time, but looking back at it now, and now that my daughter's been diagnosed and she's like a photocopy of me except a female version. Yeah, I would definitely clam up like autistic people, but when I get going, I just wouldn't stop. I just keep going. What's going on? Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Just not sure if he's strapped. I don't even know if he's talking completely. Bam. LOL, you don't put a diamond. You gotta let the whole song play. That's just the way it is. Like once I get going, you just better off stepping back and just let me run through it because I'm not gonna be able to stop. I'm terrible with interrupting people too because I'm also like I'll get ADHD. Not ADHD. Is it ADHD? I'll forget what I want to say. So if I don't interrupt somebody and say exactly what I want to say when the thought pops in my head, I'll get on some other different thought train and I'll forget about it. So I'll be like, hey, start. All right, so this. All right, now you can talk again. I apologize for interrupting you. Same, but you might be onto something. Of the caliber converter. Any thoughts on 22 Creedmoor? 22 Creedmoor is pretty awesome. It's a 22. I haven't played with it myself, so I don't know how reliable it is or anything. I'm assuming it is because didn't Hornady also like have a hand in inventing that? And I'm assuming they did some pretty good testing. 22 Creedmoor is cool because I think just the factory ammunition is at 3520 for feet per second. And that's enough to slam through all your plates except for level 4. Now you could go higher with that. You could throw in like a 55 grain and go like positive 4,000 feet per second, which would be pretty cool because maybe that might even have a chance at level 4. Or you could throw in the green tips, and now you have a penetrator core in there flying at 30. I think it's 3620. And that may have a chance at going through level 4. That's where I'd honestly want to be into with 22 Creedmoor is trying to see if I could make a factory round with non-armor piercing ammunition that could take on level 4. And velocity is the way to do it. And penetrator core with velocity would be ideal. Now, like the 243, the 55 grain that flies at almost 4,000 feet per second, just a standard varmint round. Like literally one that's made to explode inside the animal will penetrate all body armor except for level 4. Like that's amazing. So what would it do if I had a penetrator core in there? That's the question I'm curious about. So that's why I'd honestly get into 22 Creedmoor just to try it out. Make an AR-10 with a 20-inch barrel, throw some green tips on the 22 Creedmoor casings, and slap some armor and see what happens. I took stuff from CRS 9mm, any 6mm arc. I believe that's the one that goes in the AR-15 receiver, correct? Now with 6mm, in my opinion, I'd want to stay like, now we're not talking exotics or trying to do some special thing with the cartridge, like just general cartridge performance. For me, I'd want to stay at 22 in an AR-15 size receiver because then I can get the velocity I'm looking for. And the cartridge isn't going to be good. So 5.56, honestly, unless I'm going with like something suppressed, is where I'm going to stay in the AR-15 platform. In the AR-10 platform, if I'm going long range, I'm going to be at 6mm. 6mm does phenomenal. You maintain the velocity. Plus, you can get a higher BC than the 6.5 Creedmoor if you throw in the 110s. And you have a decent velocity because the 6.5 Creedmoor, you're limited because eventually you run out of velocity. Same with 30 cal. Now, once I get up to bolt action rifles, now I want to be at a 30 cal because now I finally have enough powder to push that chunk of lead and get some super extreme long range capabilities. So for me, AR-15, I'm looking at a 22. AR-10 for long range again, I'm looking at a 6mm. And then bolt action, now I'm going to go 30 cal or bigger. For general purpose, well, now 308's pretty good in an AR-10 because now I'm not looking to go long range. I'm just looking to put the heat down on something. 308's a great cartridge to do it because availability, price point, it's just solid across the board. 5.56 and your AR-15, well, like I said before, that's already good. And you can even get step-up ones. I forget what it is. It's like a 6.8 SPC case with a 22 round on it that gets higher velocity. 22, is it 22 arc? I think maybe that would take your long range, but otherwise general purpose 5.56 all the way. Then for rifle wall, I'm still going to go with a 30 cal. It's going to be a 30 cal with some stank behind it. Dude, what do you think about the 5.7? So 5.7, in my opinion, is the best submachine gun round ever made. It's amazing. Like if I was going to go submachine gun, it would be a 5.7 just because they rock. It'd be the P90 because you get not all the ballistic, but you get phenomenal ballistics, low recoil, light ammunition. You would believe it, but 9mm and 45 weighs a lot. I think 223 weighs 80 grains, fully loaded. That's powder, casing, tip, everything. And a 9mm, just the bullet is 147 grains. That's how heavy it is. I believe 308, because I think the back end is the same as the bullet. So yeah, 160. So 160. Oh, why can't I remember these numbers? It's been too long. It's 160, 12. It's like 230 grains or something like that. Doesn't seem right. I want to say the powder in the casing weighs the same as the bullet. So it's like 230 grains for a completely loaded 308 cartridge. And the bullet, just the bullet, no powder, no casing, nothing on a 45, weighs 230 grains. So yeah, pistol ammo, retarded heavy. If I was going to do a submachine gun, it would be in 5.7. Oh yeah, 5.7 is definitely pricey. I mean, you can buy 9mm and 45 in bulk. Like bulk. 5.7, not quite so much. Uh, 69 grain, 5.56 case, 27 grains of powder. Projectile weighs 55 to 72 grains. Well, I actually remember the 5.56. It's like 86 grains, I think, for a 55 grain fully loaded case. That's powder, casing, primer, projectile, everything. Like 80-some grains. Like and subscribe. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I seen 22 TMC 94 outperform 5.7. I don't have either, so I don't know. I'd just go with 5.7 because I shouldn't say I've never heard of the 22 TCM 94. I have heard of it, but it's more of I actually have a chance, a possibility of walking into a gun store and finding 5.7 right there on the shelf. 22 TMC, I mean, I guess, anything could happen, but I think it's a lot less likely to find that ammunition at like Fleet Farm or something like that. So I would go with the 5.7 just because of availability. I think I will like. Thank you. Appreciate it. 180. It's only 30 grains. A 150, 308 projectile. All right, it's 180, but that's still only 30 grains over 150 grain projectile. Well, I weighed it, and I believe I was shooting 168 grain projectiles, and if I remember correctly, the casing, the powder, and the primer also weighed 168 grains. Sitting at my hand-loaded bench, 5.56 NATO loaded, 194 grains. Okay, so I was a little bit wrong on that, 194 grains. Is that 55 grain? Because that's what I measured. That was like 80 some grains. So I don't know if it's that much of a difference with the 77. Most underbarrel cartridge in your opinion? Most underrated cartridge in your opinion? It's hard to say. Once upon a time when my dad grew up, it was 30-06 because of the availability. If I was like, hey, this is a cartridge you need to have, it's going to either be 12 gauge, 9mm, 5.56, or 308 because of availability, price. They work great. 12 gauge for shotgun, 9mm for pistol. Yes, I shoot 45. I get it. I'm breaking my own rules, but I shoot 45 as more of like a fashion statement than it's better because a 9mm is going to hold more ammunition. And it's just a better pistol cartridge, in my opinion, altogether. 308 for your AR-10s. You got to have an AR-10. I mean, it's just the way life is, and you need one chambered in 308. And you got to have an AR-15, and you need one chambered in 5.56. If you got those, and now you're like, hey, I want to buy other stuff, that's great. But your goal is to achieve those before you move on to other things. Because you're going to find ammo everywhere. The ammo is going to be affordable. I mean, we'll see what happens with the new military rifle, but currently you can get military surplus ammunition, which just opens up the market. They're standardized, not the AR-10, but like shotguns. So like I could take a Mossberg and I could get Mossberg parts anywhere. I could take an AR-15, I could get AR-15 parts anywhere. Like it's completely standardized. So repairs, everything like that, magazines everywhere. AR-10 magazines, everyone's using I think it's the SR25 PMag now, so you can get AR-10 magazines anywhere, AR-15 magazines anywhere. Pistols are a little bit wonky, but so I'd pick like 5.56, 308, 12 gauge or 9mm for underrated cartridges, just because of their flexibility, cost, and availability. 55 grain ammo is about 107. Maybe it was 180 grains. Like I said, I haven't weighed one since I did the whole video on the 6.8 Spear because there was some sort of misconception that somehow the ammunition for that rifle was going to be lighter than one of the new ammunitions that came out. And every single one of them, the projectile basically outweighed the ammunition. So I had taken a scale and I actually put a 5.56 55 grain on there loaded, and I showed the weight, and then I took just half, I think, of a 308 case. Like I cut the back off. Like this is only half the case, and it still outweighs it. Thanks, Obama. What did I miss? I'm assuming it's something about AKs, because if you're saying thanks, because he definitely was the one who killed the AK. Mike. What a day it is, Mike. An ammo I use an FN 19.2. I use an old FN 19.2. Is that an old FN pistol? Because I've never heard of that one. That's what it said, 186 to 180. Case-wise. Glad you are okay. I'm glad to be out. I really, really enjoy doing YouTube, and that was a huge miss going from like being all in front of the camera all the time to nothing. Like, whew, practically detoxing. I could develop a cartridge and tips. Add a bullet. I'm glad to be out. Thank you. Thank you. Which one? How about 9mm Stein? Is that one of the different 9mm? Because I know there's like 9mm everyone uses. Then there's Makarov, and there's I think one or two more. I'm assuming that's one of the other ones. Oh, I got a Cash App / Super Chat, which if you guys want to do one, here's the QR code right there. Just zoom in on the screen, screenshot it, and then you can send a Cash App if you want. That's what we're using for Super Chat because I don't have Super Chats. And again, I'm not going to say your full name on there. So if you want me to say your name, write it in the chat. Otherwise, I'll just use the initials. All right, let's see what we got here. This is from CL, from Kelvin. Made an account. Barrel video, please. I will make a barrel video because I haven't made one in a long time, and I enjoy making those. And it just upsets people a lot because there's still a whole bunch of night-traded fanboys that think that somehow, I mean, they're good. They really are, but they have their place. That's all the video will be about. Like, this is the place. And they get upset about that, and it's kind of fun. I got one in 223 and 5.56, the same cartridge. What? I got one. Is two. No. 5.7 and 223 is not the same cartridge. If I were to look at it, I'd say it'd be like 9mm and 380 almost. Like that's what kind of difference. They're very similar, but they're not the same. Like for example, 5.56 and 5.7. Like I'd call it almost a 223 short. That's what I'd probably call a 5.7 by 28. Can you handle gun parts? I'm not even handling sharpened scissors because I don't want to do anything at all that might risk my appeal. Not saying it would risk my appeal, but I'd rather be on the street fighting and waiting for my appeal than incarcerated. And if I went back on a second gun charge, even if it was BS, by the time they sorted the BS out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not even playing any games. All right, so I got another Super Chat or Cash App, whatever you want to call it, because I don't have Super Chat. And if you want to do one, just zoom into that QR code and you can send one. $25, thank you. It's from DD. Say my name, LOL. Denny Dottie? Dency Dottie? I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name. Look up the... I'll do that right now. Can I copy and paste this? Sorry, just doing something for Super Chat real quick. Copy. Bam. Bam. Bam.
For say my name, lol. Look up the Steyr 1911 pistol.
Steyr 1911 pistol. Man, those are pretty sick. I like those. If you get an opportunity to grab one, I definitely would. Now, I'm looking at old school ones right here. I'm assuming that's what you want me to look at. Make sure it's spelled correctly. No, this is a different brand. But those are still pretty sick, too. So it's a Styer. Yeah, those are cool. cursing. All right, where we at? Al, and thank you for the $25 super chat. You want his name on there? It shoots. Shit, did I mean to take it away from that? The star made in 1911. It'd be a bullpup. 50 cal anti-material round. Because boots and helmets are the equipment. When can you buy guns and ammo again? You should get. So, 20 millimeter. All right, anything over a half inch is considered an NFA item. So if you went with something like a 20 millimeter, I could be wrong, but from what I understand, every round has to have a tax stamp. So basically, you only buy something like that if you're an SOT and tax exempt. What's up, babe? They want you to pop on.
I don't want to see them because I want to play Warzone, but I brought you outside world treats.
You
know what that is?
Pop on and say something. Here, sit down for a second.
What? You can't put me on the spot like that.
Yeah, go.
No, what
Go.
do I say?
They just want to talk to you.
I don't
Just-
know. Where's
they're-
the head things?
You don't need
I
to
can't
worry.
hear them.
There's nothing
Hi.
to hear. You're just reading comments.
Oh.
And then if you want it to pop,
I was thinking that it was someone else.
and then if you want to pop it up, you just touch the comment and it pops up.
Oh my god! Don't leave me here alone. This is
I'm gonna
nerve-wracking.
look right here and see what you got me.
Oh, Ride or Die is here. Oh, thank you. I'm so nervous. She made it.
Because they miss you
Yep.
so much.
Joe Cody, yeah, it was darks.
Is this
There's
Chinese food?
Yeah,
Woo! Amazing.
I know. There's 2 orders of crab ragu.
I haven't had Chinese food in almost 4 years
You
now.
got all the MSG in there.
Nice. I love MSG.
No, it's so bad for
Did
you.
you bring any Mountain Dew home?
No. Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
It's-
Keep it locked down.
It's warm, obviously, though.
Doesn't matter.
There's something on your shoe. Don't trip. What a woman. Did any... Wait, I just click on it if I want to read...
Yeah, you just touch on the comment that pops up on the screen.
Why is my head so down low like that, though? MSG overload tonight. What a woman. They did. Don't make them like... Aw, thank you. You guys are making me so nervous. Lives are so weird because I have to, like, filter myself. I feel like... I don't know. Munching. I know he's gonna eat all of that, like the crab ragu. I had to get 2 orders because I know he's gonna eat all of it. You're gonna drink it warm?
Yep.
No, that's not like you. Oh yeah, prison.
Babe, I only really
That's
have
right.
one soda in
It's-
prison.
I know. I forget. Like there's so many weird changes.
Right?
You look so good.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Gave her 0 instructions and just said, "It'll be
What
fine."
did you
Like I'll be back. Gave me 0.
say? I'm just going to eat a couple
Yeah.
of these and then I'll hop right back out.
Yeah, someone just said that. He put you on the computer so he would devour the food, didn't he? Yep, he's eating some right now. Factory mode reset.
You know, you could jump on your channel right now and we could host it and then you could do super chats.
I'm so tired. I did timing
You're
chains
on
today.
right now.
I did timing chains today.
You
I
did a
can't-
timing change today?
Yeah. And then I had to put some spark plugs in. That was fun. Aw, thank you. Enjoy your meal. Woman of the year. Oh gosh, I get so nervous.
Don't be.
I feel like my cheeks are so red right now.
They've been asking for you the whole stream.
I know. I was getting messages, and then like I'd see like when you get cash apps like about me and stuff like that. I'm like, you must be talking about me, trying to get me to pop on or something. No, I just claim I'm a mechanic. I'm not actually one. I really am not. I'm just learning stuff. Yeah, they're not really fun. No filters needed. You oh, thank you. Start all the MSG. That's awesome. Stop! What are you doing? Why'd you do that?
So they can read what you're reading.
Oh, that's I know, but it goes so fast. So I just she's a badass too. Oh, that's awesome. I'm 20. What's AC? Yeah. Oh my gosh, the cats. It was sad though because we lost Vader and
I know.
Chunkalicious when you were on. There's a few things that happened. I don't know. It's like, dude, seriously. But whatever. I made it through. Oh, it takes for them. Yeah, those. Oh, Do you ever have problems when you're shooting videos with the cats?
Mm-mm.
Maybe it's because I like.
You trained them.
I know I trained them good.
Yeah, I've never had any problems with the cats, honestly.
I want a truck though. I want a diesel truck. A Cummins 6.7.
Tell them what you want exactly.
Well, I don't know if I want a third or a fourth gen. And there's
What's the
third.
difference?
And hey now. I don't know too much. I just know a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
I know. I'm glad he's back to it. It's so weird. Like I'll touch him and I'll be like, "Wait, I could touch you."
Click on them. Or if you want it to go off, just click it twice and then it'll hide that there. Now you have a full screen.
What? What'd you do? Oh, not a 5.9. Or Duramax is good too. Or
what?
Duramax.
No, Cummins is the only thing that if we get a diesel, which we're not going to.
Oh, we're getting one.
If we
I
get one,
need one. I need all the horsepower. Okay.
we're
Shut
not
it
getting one.
Yeah,
but
it's
if we
gonna
did,
shut
it would have to be a Cummins.
Grab a handful, girl. MSG is kidding. Hold on. So go like that. It was funny. The cats gave her more problems than the children ever did in the video. Yeah, that's true. Now, how do I undo it so that it keeps moving?
Tap it again.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Kurt. Now Diesel's. Oh yeah. We just gotta delete everything. Just delete.
Oh, don't answer any questions about any Second Amendment tools. That's my hard no go.
I know.
Okay.
I know that. I feel like my cheeks are twitching from smiling because they're like,
Not really.
no, like I can feel it.
Oh, like you're getting sore from smiling? hard?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, you like being on. You just pretend you don't.
No, it's just nerve wracking because what if I say something? Because I just random shit comes in my head and I just say it. Right? It has to be deleted. I agree. And tuned. See? They agree with me. We
What?
need a diesel. All the diesel fans in here.
They're sellouts.
Don't listen to him. Yeah, see? Duramax. Thank you. It was so hard. I don't know how I did it. Like I look back and I'm like, I just did it. I don't understand. I still am trying to process everything. 97 comes on the way.
That's the used engine I had in the Snowcat.
Oh wait, I clicked the wrong comment, I think. I don't know. Oh, I like the smell of diesel though. Dirt crap. Oh, come on. What about Power Strokes? I mean, Ford's but if it's a 6.7. Don't stop making content. You both handle this so well. Glad to see you together again. Oh, see, every time I went to click on it. Oh, okay. See, this is why I don't. Hope you had a great Christmas, New Year. I did. Hope you guys did too. Howard joke. I look so much younger now. Yeah. This girl shows up and boom, chat goes wild. I must. Cummins only half the fun. Stroking is where it's at. That's funny.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Or the cold start. The cold start, like that's awesome, especially in like the winter. See, I just rather read it. It's so.
Do you want to host a stream?
No, I'm tired. My
You
bad
can-
person.
you can
I want
sit
to play.
right
I
here.
gotta play some Warzone. Okay.
You're gonna want to know what your tag is so I can play with you.
I gotta play some Warzone. Your smile is alive and both of you sound so delightful.
Aw.
Thank you. Isn't it different? Like, I don't know. Do you guys know that first video we did together and that laser light thing? I didn't know he was doing that until after I watched the video. I'm like, this motherfucker. But no, I want to play Warzone because I gotta try to get more of a badass because I got the final kill when we won.
She don't use a headset on Warzone, but you can ask her where her tag is and she'll play with you. I use my headset, so when I jump on, you'll be able to talk to me. But yeah, she did
Derek
get the final
Hudson.
kill last night and won us Warzone.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to find plates, and then all of a sudden, like, I just turned around and there's a guy right there. I'm like, like, it was the whole
I
shit.
set him on fire, so he comes running around.
I was wondering. I'm like, am I gonna get on fire? I was like, well, I'm either gonna die or he is, and he died, and then I won it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because I came around. He was walking through, like, sneaking, creeping up on you. I'm like, ha! I set him on fire with incendiary ammo. Then he goes running out and you gun him down.
It's 7-3. Yeah. Let her rest. You can eat on screen, bro. See?
No, I'm done eating. I'll eat the rest later.
Wait, how much did you just eat? I wasn't even paying attention.
I maxed out a whole crab.
A whole bag?
Yeah.
That's why I
That
knew
was
it. I was like,
amazing.
I was gonna get 2. That's why I had to get 2. Torque monsters, yeah.
She's not that good at twerking.
What twerking are we talking about? Here? Torque or twerk? No. Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy New Year's to you too. Good night, OG Bobby. OG Bobby 420. Nice.
And the Cash App that's on the screen is obviously what we're using for Super Chats because I'm still demonetized.
Yeah, did you even get any more?
So I messaged her back and she's like, no, you have to go in there and you have to change the name because the name doesn't match the ID. And I'm like, it's clearly fraud. Just delete it so I can get monetized. And yeah, she won't. Do it.
See, we need to do a
What?
truck. They're still on the diesels and everything. See, I can do my
Way
channel.
to break the chat.
I can still do all that stuff on my channel. I just don't. I don't know. Use the torque in the twerk. Yeah, so you get it. I'm so tired. What is that?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the girls
it's the
laughing.
girls. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're even saying, like, don't disappear on us. You should just pop on your channel right now and host this stream.
No.
I'll hop on. We'll share
It's
it on here.
late. Look at the bags under my eyes.
Ah,
Long time lurker here, first time commenter. If you got in trouble with
click
a
on it.
drawing, where is everyone in the hood got? I know. And the Glock switches. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my Atlanta.
Matt, what was your first meal?
What was that chicken place we stopped at? Because someone asked in the last live stream and I couldn't remember. We stopped at Popeyes and it was absolutely disgusting and we left.
Yeah.
Where did we go from there?
Hold on. I gotta think for a minute.
Because it wasn't Chick-fil-A's.
No.
Here, slide over a little bit. Because yeah, my plan. Because man, they spam TV with Popeyes commercials. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna eat some Popeyes.
I don't even remember. Where did we eat?
I don't know. But we stopped at Popeyes and my shoes were sticking to the floor and there was bulletproof glass up and we were standing at the register and the employees were just ignoring us. I'm like,
Yeah,
this
but
is
and there's like
disgusting.
bullet holes and stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh, I was so scared when you were there. You were like in the thick of it. And then the halfway house looked like a Sale Asylum where they do like exorcists and shit.
So yeah, we were like, okay, we're not doing Popeyes. We went to some other chicken place that was really close by.
Chick-fil-A,
which
the
was
Lord's
delicious.
chicken.
I don't know what it was, but it was good.
What
And
did I make you? Oh, lasagna. Is the
yep,
first thing.
lasagna with garlic bread. And
Oh,
her
you-
garlic bread is fire. She'll chop up little pieces of garlic and stuff and put it on
I
there
make
with
it
the
homemade.
cheese. And it's the best garlic bread I've ever ate in my whole entire life.
How was the food inside? Well, Connie.
County was trash. Completely disgusting. When I got to prison, like prison food still sucks, but it was so much better than county food. I was like, I remember I called her up like, babe, this is like restaurant food. This is so amazing.
What's my favorite food to cook? Oh my gosh, I like to experiment, but I love cooking steak and mashed potatoes. My homemade mashed potatoes are top tier.
Yeah, your recipe for the steak is pretty fire. Now I actually do the actual cooking,
Yeah,
but she
I would fry.
she
that
does the
shit
prep.
down.
She brines the steak. She gets the rub together.
It's got to be medium too. I remember when we first met, I was doing ketchup and well done.
We go. What restaurant was that? TGI Fridays.
I think so. I don't know. Something
So
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm all like, oh, I'm gonna do something really nice for her. I'm gonna take her out to TGI Fridays. We go there. She orders a steak and puts ketchup on it. We almost broke up right there. Like I'm like, this is. Why didn't you just order the chicken at this point? And so, yeah.
And then I got pregnant, and I hated A1 when I tried before. But then when I was pregnant with
I think
Xana,
it's the salt.
I liked it. But I didn't like what was that nasty stuff? Oh gosh, that one steak cut that always looks raw, and it had that.
Oh, you're talking about prime rib.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I think if you tried it now, you'd like it.
No, I do. I've tried it again, and it's better now. I think I just didn't like it when I was pregnant. It was just nasty.
Well, because you ordered it medium, and prime rib, it's not like steak where just the center's medium. The whole thing is medium.
I know, but the smell of it, it's like I could smell the death come right off of it. Yeah, TJ Fridays. I don't really see that anymore either. Dry crow.
Prime rib is so dang good. Yes, I missed it. Prime rib is pretty good. I like prime rib. And everybody cooks it different too. So when you go and eat prime rib, you're always in for a treat to try something else. So I actually got. Where did my charger go? I was actually just wearing it, but I moved it out of the way because I had to go up and grab a soda.
You need to grab extension cords.
But yeah, I got the charger right here for it. And then it just locks in. Let me show you.
The impulsiveness of you really wants to go up and then you fly down.
But yeah, it
I was like-
kind of sucks. All right, where were we at? Las Vegas, $3.99 prime rib. Is that like really bad? Because that seems super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ankle monitor is definitely a 24th century version of the ball and chain. Mine's old, so it doesn't hold a charge properly. I only get like 15 hours, and then they'll be calling my phone like, you need to charge it right now. So I basically always got this thing on the charger.
Wait, how do we find out how many people are in here? Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there, 131. It'll show-
I like hot and spicy stuff, depending how spicy.
I like spicy if it's good. I don't like just
Yeah.
the heat. It can't be just heat. It's got to be good
I love
heat.
pickles. Remember with the star, I could not eat anything. I'd throw up everything. The only thing I could eat was Subway for some reason.
That was so weird too.
I know. Remember, I threw up out of the vehicle you were moving. I was like, I'm gonna throw up, and I just rolled down the window.
All right, what else we got here? Matt running around the house on an extension cord. No, I try to charge it when I sleep, so if it doesn't come on hooked while I'm sleeping, then I wake up in the morning and I don't really worry about it till like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
We have a PO box. Didn't you have it down in the description?
Yes, but I can type it in real quick in the chat.
I don't know. A lot of fast food and a lot of foods that meats and stuff are so bad for you. I don't trust what they put into that crap anymore. I want to go play Warzone. I've been waiting.
Here's the address you can send letters or whatever to.
Rubber side down.
What's up?
Glad to see you two together again later, y'all. Rubber side down.
Nobody uses those.
Your wife makes you wear a GPS tracker? No, but I know how to track him. Okay.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, my game tag. I gotta go look. Hold on, I'll be back.
Hold on, read this one. Oh, it doesn't have it. Never mind. You didn't have a chat.
I gotta go. It's sugar tits something. I'll be back. I gotta go look for it.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate the $10 super chat. Oh no, there is one here. Chat, any guys you are any new guns you're expecting for 2026? Probably. That there's the L85 clones in the works. Keep up the streams. I don't actually know what the L85 clone is. I'm gonna take a look real quick. L85 rifle. Looks like a bullpup. I'm assuming this is it. I'm not much of a bullpup fan. Yes, L85 bullpup, I think. They look sick. They really do. And at some point, I probably should get one. But I'm not that big of a bullpup fan. I'm just not. I played with one. I believe it was a Tavor. Yeah, it was a Tavor. And it was cool. Like, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like, I need this rifle. It wasn't like the Scar 17. I picked that bad boy up. As soon as I pulled back the action, I was like, and then I let it go. It's like, shing! I'm like, oh, I need this rifle. And I figured out how to get it. I'll be damned if I didn't get that. That was the next rifle to buy on my list of things to buy. CRS Firearms, there are 2 clone British L81. Okay. Brownell's kit. The military, one of a kind, sucks apart. The L85 is a bullpup, so good. Even British soldiers hate it. Did you get to walk the yard every day? So there wasn't much of a yard. It was probably 350 yards by 150 yards across. And 2,000 people used this yard. It's not actually 2,000 people. That was the max capacity. So call it 1,800 people. And on a summer day, yeah, it was basically shoulder to shoulder in this thing. And it's just this chain link fence on no shade, dirt track. So I didn't go out there that much. Now, however, there was like a recreation pad that was open from 8 in the morning till 4 p.m. It was about a half basketball court where you could go out there, and in the summer I'd go out there and I'd do workouts or something like that. But otherwise, you got to understand, Thompson was built so people weren't supposed to leave their cells. So there's virtually nothing to do outside your cell. I had an upper tier cell that was against the rail. So I just pull my chair right out in front. I mean, obviously when a guard would come in, you have to pull your chair in, but that was called my porch, and I protected that bad boy. Anyways, I'd pull my chair out. In that particular cell, I had the shot at the black TVs. What?
Sugar Lips 2651.
Type it in.
Oh my gosh.
So I had a shot at the black TVs, the Mexican TVs, and the white TVs. So it gave me 5 different programs to watch, depending on, what was on, so I could see what was going on. And that's where I spent most of my time, was in the chair right there on the rail. She's typing in her gamer tag right now if you want to join her on Xbox. Again, she don't use her headset, but I'll be jumping on later and joining her. So
I think that's it, right? Yeah, Sugar Lips, because normally I would do Sugar Tits. But
yeah, they won't let you type in
no.
tits.
Do you know that they record what you're saying, and if you say anything bad, they'll ban you from it?
Well, isn't that why you don't use your headset?
What? Yeah, but when
So you don't have to worry about it.
okay, I'm gonna go play. Bye, guys.
Yeah, if anybody wants to jump on and join her, because you're playing quads, right?
I don't know yet.
So she'll have 2 open positions. You better be quick though.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
But then when I jump on, there'll be 1 more open spot. YouTube is assholes. No, she's talking about I've been playing DMZ. I used to play DMZ, but I can't figure out which Call of Duty I actually own. I don't know why, but so I can't watch DMZ or play DMZ, but I actually enjoyed DMZ quite a lot. I've been into Warzone now. Now that I figured out that on the Warzone you can go back and play with the old guns that are actual real guns, not that space age crap. Yeah, they're all nerfed, and I'm at a huge disadvantage, but I just can't play with a Phaser 5000. I need to use a SCAR, which is what I use, or a SAW, or something like that, like an actual gun that shoots real bullets and has casings that come out of it and look real. So, yeah. Now I'm back to playing Warzone because I finally figured out how to use the old guns, and that's not that bad. Family like, I need a new Xbox, but I'm glad they put Z so you can play it on your phone. I think you're talking about Warzone. You got to play Battlefield 6 sooner or later. I did play Battlefield, but their matchmaking is so terrible. The second I step on the map, I get clapped. The people that are in there are so far beyond my skill capabilities, it's not even fun. There was one match I was put into where it was honestly like, I don't know what game it was, but it was basically a team deathmatch where the skills were relatively leveled. Yeah, I died, but I also killed people. Normally when I drop into a Warzone match, I'm like, bam! All right, respawn, bam, get killed at the respawn, bam, get killed at the respawn, bam, get killed at the respawn, take a couple of steps, bam, get killed again. I'm like, this ain't even fun. I'm not having a good time here. So yeah, Battlefield, I'll eventually go back to it and I'll get on the grind, but it's just hard with that terrible of matchmaking. Spawn clapping sucks. Yeah, it does. It really makes you not like the game. He lives. What's going on? Gotta run. Have a good night. Glad you are out. Happy. Thank you. I'm glad I'm out too. It was a bumpy ride, but you know what? We're through it. I forgot to check the cash app. All right, cool. All right. What are your thoughts on carry bans in California? I'm still getting up to speed with everything. Like, it takes a while. I was making good videos before I got locked up because I followed gun news and I had a history. I knew what was going on. And so you can pretty much, I don't know the words for it. The knowledge is accumulative. It's not like you can just pop in and get it. So it's taken me a while. I'm starting to pick up on things again. So I don't even know about the carry bans in California yet. I'll get there, but there's only so much you can take in on a day-to-day basis. Does that make sense? Like, the videos will get better. They will as I increase my knowledge and I learn things. And video editing, and that gets better. Remember me of a game? Well, I finally decided to bring around. Always love watching you school people on the chats. Well, thank you. Live tonight said California just got total open carry. I understood. So we shall see. That'd be awesome. California's been a beacon of communist control since, was it even before Arnold? Like, my memory of California only really goes back to like when I started making YouTube videos. So I can't remember if it was before Arnold, but yeah, it's been wild in California. It would be nice to see them start to crack so the liberals can go back and concentrate on their home field instead of trying to go out and make everybody forced into their ideas. If they want to have California, you know what? Have California. Most of us, well, I shouldn't say that because actually the huge population of America is in California, but for the ones that don't live in California are just like, okay, whatever, have California. But then when they started coming out and like, all right, so now we're going to have Illinois do what we're doing. Now we're going to have all these different states, and they push other states to do what they wanted. It was just terrible. I'd rather have them back home fighting in their own backyard and leaving me the hell alone. It's various communists don't believe you're a liar. Constitution. Try to open California, every robbery. Shot by cops. I get the fuck out of Cal. Beautiful state. Dumbest politicians ever. Well, that I remember when I was a kid, everybody would be like, "Oh, I want to go to the sunshine state. I want to visit California. It's just great vacations." I don't hear people saying that anymore. I mean, maybe I'm just talking to the wrong people, but I don't hear anybody talking about their desire and will to go visit California. So clearly they messed up something. Have you looked into any podcast platforms? I listen to you in a lot of YouTube that way. Oh no, I haven't really looked at other platforms. I'll eventually get there. I'm still trying to get my feet under me. I don't want to stay in California anymore. That's why they all moved to Texas. Again, I was looking at moving in Texas. I was told East Texas is more to my liking because I like trees, and I guess that's where the trees are. But Texas is so massive. I really need a Texas tour guide, somebody to sit down and be like, hey, I know Texas through and through. I've been through there my whole entire life, driving truck. Like, this is where this is this and this is that. And, like, this is the areas you're going to want to avoid, and this is where you'd want to live. Handguns. I can't believe she tipping for Warzone. But East Texas is becoming very Democratic. Ugh, that's no good. California is unfortunately my home state. Oh, that sucks, man. Someday, honestly, like, you should really consider moving to America because California isn't America. Like, wait until you actually live in America where you can drive what you want, you can shoot what you want, you can buy what you want. That's America. They get to fight for gun control.
I forgot to show you this because I don't know what you want to.
Who's that from?
Right.
Oh,
Something.
here, answer some questions.
A guy.
So I got a question for you. There's.
Oh my.
Did you send
gosh.
him the message I sent you?
No, but I'll do it now.
Yeah, do that right now because that's basically what he's asking about.
Oh. Okay.
All right, we have to fight against our crappy. Just copy and paste what I sent you. I think that's it right there, isn't it? Yeah. What are we? What part of in myself? I think you're talking to someone else. Most of my life I lived in Illinois, though. Got a job, worked for a defense contractor. Oh, this is a merchandise store. I do actually have a new t-shirt up there. It's the Baker Zombie, which is pretty freaking awesome. That was actually drawn by an inmate, and it's crazy inspired. Let me pull up the image. I can't really pull up the image, can I? What do we got here? Can I pull up the image? New layout. I can't pull up the image, but the point is I made a whole post explaining what the image represented. You'll have to check it out. I'll definitely talk about it in the next video. So check out my next video and I'll explain that. But yeah, I definitely got a new t-shirt up tonight though, and it's awesome. It's been years in the making for that one.
Okay, why is this not? I swear to gosh, smartphones are not smart. They're dumb as shit.
What are you trying to do?
I can't scroll up
What are you trying to do?
to delete the top part. Oh, see, when you touch it, it does it.
Yeah, because I'm fucking awesome.
I just went back down.
All right, so what do you want to do?
That part. Yeah.
And then send?
You go here, because otherwise it'll bug my OCD, because it doesn't look proper.
Get out of there. Better?
Yeah.
Send?
Yeah.
America. All right, where was I?
Okay, bye now.
All right, love you, babe.
Love you.
Sorry to run the stream. Can't super chats here. All right, so I'm demonetized from YouTube. Right there is a QR code. Just zoom in with your phone and then screenshot it, and we're doing super chats through Cash App because that's the only option I have. It sucks, but you can put a message in there and then I'll read it out. I won't say your name online because usually Cash App has your real name and people don't want to be doxxed. So just do that, and then I'll just say the initials of your name. I can't figure out how to pin a comment. Otherwise, I would definitely pin. This is the actual Cash App link right there. Here's the new shirt. Pin that, babe. By the way, the Venmo doesn't work either because it's owned by PayPal, guys. Oh, we didn't know. I didn't know that. Yeah, we got hit by PayPal too. So if it's owned by PayPal, we probably don't have a Venmo anymore either. But you'll have to message her about that. That's not me. Did you meet anyone inside? Some really true. So I met a few people inside. I'm actually going to be doing a video about one of them pretty quick here. He got 65 years. Basically, the old 924C stacking laws. Say you got caught with 4 guns, instead of going 5 years for each or 5 years as a whole, which is how Congress basically wrote the law, some judges would be like 5, and then the subsequent offense, I think, is 20, and then the offense after that is 25. So you got 25, 25, 20, and 5 years. And he got that sentence. And now the Sentencing Commission even came out and said, hey, this is inhumane. You can't sentence people that way. It needs to be 5 total. Or if you really want to be dicks, you go 5 on each. And he's so far past that time, and they're still holding him. The case is in the Supreme Court trying to figure out whether or not they're going to force judges to sentence people that way. So we're going to cover that because the video isn't necessarily about him. It's about judges having a God complex, and when they're told they're wrong, they still don't want to cooperate. And in his particular case, they said, you sentenced him wrong, fix this. And the judge is like, nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. And so we're gonna make a video on that. Yes, please do more with the inmates. Show people how they've been bent over the system. So I don't want to actually do a lot of inmate content. It's got to be with my core audience, right? Because here's the example. So let's pretend I make this video that's specifically about prison, right? It goes viral. It goes big. I get 1,000 subscribers specifically because of that video. Now when I do my next video comparing 300 Blackout with 338 ARC, these subscribers are like, this isn't why I subscribed here. Now I have 1,000 dead subscribers that aren't going to watch any of my content, and it looks like I bought subscribers, or it looks like my videos aren't popular because my own subscribers aren't clicking on them. You don't want dead subscribers. So that's why when you build a YouTube channel, you need to be autistically focused in one direction, because otherwise, like, say you're doing multiple different types of content, you'll get people to subscribe for multiple different types of reasons, and now when you drop a video, you don't have them watching the video. So you always got to stay around the core, whatever the base of the channel is. I considered making a prison channel, but I don't know. The closer and closer I got to the door, the more and more I just really didn't give a shit. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really like any of these guys. I don't want to make a prison channel. I just don't. And it wouldn't matter anyways because I'm demonetized across YouTube, period, not just on this channel. I guess they want to see you cross the subject line. Not going to lie, I think you're doing a great job staying on point. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, fair. Don't want to big hole yourself into an inmate content. Yeah, and those videos probably would do good. And I'd probably get a lot of subscribers, around the prison content. And then I'd have to convert this channel because that's just the way it is. Like I just explained, you got to stay focused on one particular topic. Otherwise, you're just cutting your own throat. Glad you're out, bro. Thank you. I am glad to be out. It was a long journey. You have no idea how awesome it is to be here, see my goofy ass right there in front of the screen, and talk with you guys. It's pretty amazing. SS is not a... We're not going to click on that. We're not going to read that. All right. Yeah. They do well for a short, but DJ to all right exits. Hey, dude, glad you're out. Hey, man, I'm glad you're here watching my stream, and I'm glad I'm here putting the stream on for you. It feels good to be out. Thank you. Anyways, we've been going for about an hour and 15 minutes. Let's start wrapping up the final questions, and we'll get going from there. Thank you. Good to be reaching out. Fully demonetized. I don't do YouTube, but I have. Reach and money and all that stuff and links. Appreciate it, man. Hit the like. Thank you. Do you still have the paddle? I do. It's in storage right now. She wanted to change the studio up, and I didn't know if I was coming back on YouTube. Like, I'm like, you know what, babe? Design the studio how you want. And so she took a whole bunch of stuff to storage, and I still on an ankle monitor, or I would have went and got it. But yeah, I got to go get the paddle back. No question. Glad you're out. Win the appeal. You deserve justice. Thank you. And I'm going to win the appeal. I promise you that. It's going to get won. Win that appeal, brother. Thank you. I will. Do you have a timeline for the appeal process? Yes. No, I do not. But it starts off, you got 3-judge panel, and if they like what you have to say, then you have 3-judge oral arguments. And then if that goes well, you can win there. Or next will come the 6th-judge. If they like what you say, like in the papers, then you have 6-judge oral arguments. And if that don't go well, then you got SCOTUS oral arguments, and then that's the end of the line. Right now we're at 3-judge, and we're past oral arguments. We're waiting to see how they rule on it, and then we go from there. Kirk 24. You will be paid $25,000 per year if you get the appeal. How much time do you have left? So I'm technically under incarceration, I think, for 8 more months. $25,000 a year, that's the standard payout. I think it comes down to like 1/10 of a cent per hour or something like that. It's retarded. Now, if you have damages to show, you can sue on top of that. Obviously, you're not going to get what you sue for, so that's why we're going to sue for some retarded amount of money, like $100 million or something like that, and then we'll let them ultimately talk us down to like 10 or 15 million, and that's when I'll settle. I think he's getting rich. You got to fight for the money. Even when I win my appeal, it's still going to be sometime probably in 2030, maybe even 2040 before I get a penny back, because they're going to fight you. That's just what they do. They try to burn you out and get you to sign off on some stupid amount of cash. I'm not going to, because I can actually show receipts and damages. Like, the money they took from me to make all this happen is insane. I'd be making retarded money right now if the feds would have never stepped in. Glad to see you subbing. I recommend his videos. You should definitely be paid. I'll get paid. It's just a question of how much. But all right, man, I'm going to hop off, guys. I appreciate everyone stopping on. Thank you. Like, for real, I couldn't have done this all without your guys' support. Like, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. It's been an awesome ride. Like, having you guys at my back. You guys have a good night.